Hello everyone. This afternoon, we will going to discuss about the social and emotional development of the preschooler and physical development of so social emotional development. What comes in your mind when you hear social emotional development? Okay, so social emotional development is the development of a person's ability to understand and manage their own emotions, form healthy relationships, and navigate social situations. So you see, children at this age can be very possessive and have difficulty in sharing. Children typically start to develop self-conscious emotions as they start evaluating themselves instead of purely reacting to caregiver or other adults' evaluations. They give time to process or they give time to value their own opinion. As children become increasingly self-aware, more effective at communicating, and better at understanding the thoughts and feelings of others, their social skills increase. So we have here the big ideas on preschoolers' social emotional development. Or should I say, we have here the three concepts of the social emotional development of the preschoolers. So those are initiative, healthy self-concept, and gender identity. So as for the initiative, they begin to show independence and start things on their own. Meaning to say they take charge on anything that they are capable of doing something. Like for example, a child sets the table without being told. And that is because the child knows how to set the table without being instructed. Next, we have the healthy self-concept. Knowing and liking oneself builds confidence. So here, they behave or they are having positive and they believes in their worth. So, like for example, they be saying, "I can do it" while tying their shoelace because they know that they can really do it without any help from their parents or any more knowledgeable before them. Next, we have the gender identity. Awareness. Alright, so this audio was extracted separately and serves as a voice-over since the video I recorded was lagging and that is unfortunate of me. So, here it goes. Gender identity is the awareness of being a girl or a boy, which influenced by environment. Like for example, a boy chooses to play with trucks and girls with dolls. So here they know if they were a boy or a girl. They know also if a thing is for boys or for girls. So you see, if they saw a toy, it could be a truck or a doll, they instantly know that the truck is for boys and then the doll is for girls. So that is the concept of gender identity. Alright, so we have here Mildred Parton, the proponent, who did a study on children's play. So according to her, play is the main agenda of the preschool years. So that is because social skills grow as children move from playing alone to cooperative play, which it has rules for them to agree upon. So this is designed play areas where interaction grows naturally and no need for structured lessons. Alright, so these are the stages of play according to Partens. So we have here the unoccupied. So the child here appears not to be playing, but directs his attention on anything that interests him. Like for example, staring at other kids playing. Next is the onlooker. The child spends time watching others play. He may talk to them, but does not enter to play with them. For example, they be saying like, "Can I watch you build that? Can I watch you drawing? Can I watch you doing whatever you are doing right now?" So they spend time on observing while interrogating the one who is playing. So next is the solitary play. The child plays here with toys by themselves, and however making no effort to relate to other children. So for example, they isolate themselves by coloring quietly by themselves. So here they enjoy their own company. So next is the parallel play. So the child here plays with toys similar to those near him, but only plays beside and not with them. No interaction here takes place. Like they'll be just doing whatever they want without interacting with each other, since they have the toys similar with each other. Now let's proceed to associative play. So here the child plays with other children. There is interaction among them, yes. However, no task assignment or rules and organization are agreed upon. So for example, they be pretending with dolls without a plan. They be just doing anything they want with doll, and doing anything like story making. They will like doing a plot, but they do not know how to end it. Next is the cooperative play. Here the child plays with others bound by some agreed upon rules, and of course the rules. The goal is maybe to make something or play a game or even act out something. Like for example, the house, or what we call the bahay-bahayan, which foster teamwork, since they be talking about who wants to portray as the father, who wants to portray as a mother, or who wants to be their child, something like that. So those 6 are the stages of play according to Mildred Part 10. Caregiving styles according to Baumlin, the proponent of the caregiving styles. And these caregiving styles can also affect the social-emotional development of the preschoolers. So we have here the responsiveness and demandingness. When we say responsiveness, this refers to the love and support that the parents is trying to impose to the kids. So as it stated there, it pertains to expression of affection and communication. So next is the demandingness. So this refers to the rules and regulation that the parents is trying to impose to a kid or to a preschool, which is involves the discipline and confrontation strategies of a parent to a child. So later Alright, so these are the 4 caregiving styles according to Baumlin. So the authoritative, high demandingness, high responsiveness, meaning to say the love and support is balanced with the rules and regulation that the parents is trying to impose to a child. Next is the authoritarian, high demandingness, low responsiveness. So it is more on control. It is more on rules and regulation that they are trying to impose. However, the love and support, the care is missing. So they be like, do it because I said so. They are strict. They appear really strict to a child. Next is the permissive, low demandingness, high responsiveness. So it's just that, mean to say, low control, high warmth. They be like, okay, do whatever you want. They do not have the limitations to set for their children. They are the one who have kids who tend to be spoiled brat. Next is the negligent, no demandingness, no responsiveness. So here is all low. They ignore child needs. They neglect everything that their child is trying to engage. So that was the explanation for the four types of caregiving styles according to Pomrin. Alright, so now here are the physical growth during the primary school years. So growth is slow but steady during these years, during the primary school years. That explains why. So here the physical development, which involves having good muscle control and coordination, developing eye-hand coordination, having good personal hygiene, being aware of good safety habits. Now we have here the height and weight. So the height of a primary pupil can be have gained 2 inches a year in both for boys and for girls, while the weight, on the other hand, gained averages about 6.5 pounds a year. Next, on the next column, on the right column, we have here the factors affecting physical growth. So we have here first the genes, which inherited traits affect their height and weight. Next, we have here the exercise. Of course, regular activity strengthens the primary pupil's body. Next is their nutrition or the food, which balanced meals promote their growth. And then we have here the medical conditions as well as the diseases and then the illnesses which affects or which can slow their growth, can make their growth slower in the development. Next is the climate, which can affect regularly their activity level and also their appetite. Here, next we have bones and muscles. Childhood years are the peak bone producing years. So this is the best time for them to teach children of good dietary and exercise habits to help them, have strong, healthy bones throughout their lives. So many lifestyle factors like, for example, nutrition and physical activity, which can substantially influence the increase of their bone mass during their childhood, because children's bones have proportionately more water and protein-like materials and fewer minerals than adults. Ensuring adequate calcium intake will greatly help them in strengthening bones and muscles. We have also here on the other side. Alright, so children in this stage love to move a lot. They run, skip, hop, jump, tumble, roll, and dance, as you can see in the primary pupil, or as you will experience when you are in primary years. So because their gross motor skills are already developed, they can now perform activities like catching a ball, buttons with one hand, one hand tying their shoelaces. Now they can manage also to zippers and performing an or unimanual, which require the use of one hand, and bimanual, which require the use of two hands. Which those activities becomes easier for them. Next, we have here the children's graphic activities, such as writing, drawing, which are now more controlled but are still developing. Yes, now still developing until now. They can print their names and also, or maybe copy simple designs, letters, and of course the shape. Hindi yan mawawala ang shape. They hold pencils, crayons, utensils, and of course with supervisions by their parents.